battle fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is from the Daily Caller. It highlights one possible reason for all the California fires, but note the nod to climate change, even inside the Trump administration. And there'll be links on my site. The LA Times inadvertently admits Trump is right about what's causing California massive wildfires. Adopting a more active forest management policy, such as increased thinning of trees and conducting controlled burns, will help mitigate damage from future wildfires, the Los Angeles Times editorial board wrote. Interior Secretary Ryan Zicke began advocating similar policy prescriptions earlier in 2018 after President Trump blamed California's bad environmental laws for creating a wildfire-prone environment. California forests have grown drier and less healthy from overcrowded trees, infestation of bark beetles, and effects of climate change, the LA Times writes. California restrictions on active forest management have contributed to the poor and worsening conditions of the forests, allowing them to grow uninhibited while suppressing fires that would normally naturally control forests' growth. Fire is not necessarily bad for forests. California used to burn with regularity, and low-intensity fires are vital in some ecosystems to clear excess brush and small trees from the landscape, the editorial board writes. But there's been a change in the fire behaviour over the last century. As the state and federal government began dousing blazes, decades of fire suppression have allowed forests to grow dense with trees. And the article continues, but that's the truth, and that's the main reason for all the fires in Canada as well. Again, tree huggers cause fires that become larger, uncontrollable ones. The truth does actually hurt, and sometimes it even takes lives. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. You can now find us on Spotify. Just go to the podcast section and type Canadian Politics with a Twist, and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.